Dina Hamza, welcome her, and her film is In, Out of the Room. It's a film that was shown at a bunch of different international film festivals, including Rotterdam, Marseille, Baghdad, Abu Dhabi. The film's gotten some mileage. And she'll be here after the screening to answer questions, okay? We'll have a little discussion afterwards. If you don't spoil me, who will? It's not a film that's not a line you think of for a film about somebody who kills people. What made you want to do a film like this? Was it the idea of looking at capital punishment and somebody who kills people? Or was it about the person himself?
The person itself. And I have an idea about execution. I refused the execution. But I want to listen to his point of view. But he is the one I taken care of. This person, how he feel. He is a killer, but in a legal way. So I'm searching for this man because I saw him in a TV program, and I feel that how this man live his life. He wanted to talk about something else.
Mm-hmm. To be blunt,
yeah.
Are you against capital punishment?
Yes.
And how does this film fit in with that?
Because when he say the details, how he make, how he execute the prison, it describes itself. It's inhuman. When you say that he is a very fat man and a retired man, how you kill someone retired? How you kill someone why with the rope? And why his head separated from his body? But I have to execute him with the rope also. And after that, I can put his head on his neck, and I can write that he is fine. So I feel that why this man executed? He retired. Why he executed? It's unfair. And also, I feel that he is not in a peace. He has nightmares because his wife said that he has nightmares. And even he is practical, but I feel that he is not. All the time he say that I ask Sheikh, I'm right or wrong. So he is not in a peace. He feels that he makes something wrong. But in the same time, I'm in the Quran and the society accept this idea. But after that, when he say that he is whipped, he is not. Hanging man also, he is what the people, it's more difficult. It's the reason he accepts execution. He can kill somebody when he when he whipped him or something. It's incredible. He can kill some, and so he preferred to kill, to be executor man than to be to kill someone when because taking care of himself can kill him, and they ask him that you killed this guy, you have only to whip this guy, not kill him.
It is a portrait of a tortured soul, isn't it? It's just okay. I want to make a film about some guy who hangs people. I go out, and everybody's going to say no. Right? I mean, people always say no when you approach ministries of this, that, and the other. How did you get this film done?
I told you that I see this man with the TV program. I searched for him after 2 years, and I met him in the place section, prison sector. And they told me you have to deal, when we deal with this idea about execution, you have to deal with governmental sector, like culture ministry or TV, Egyptian TV. So they asked me, are with execution or not? I told them I'm not with or not. I wanted to make a movie about this guy, but I didn't tell them, and I'm against the execution. Because of that, I will not shoot the movie. And after shooting the movie, they asked me, we want to see copy of the movie. And all the time, I told them I'm editing. I'm editing. My father is tired, so I didn't finish yet. And after the revolution, 25th, they permit this movie. Even culture ministry didn't accept to screen this movie at that time, and didn't accept the idea why he talking about whipping. And after revolution, can screen it. There is no permission or take something. It's okay.
The film to me feels very, very intimate, that you're really going in to meet this guy. It has no narration. Why did you not use narration?
All the time I hate narration, voice-over, but maybe it's important. If it's important, I put it. When I make the last film about my father, me and my father, I have to put voice-over because I'm talking about my journey. But it's Am Hussein journey. I can put point of view. I choose to show my point of view, but I choose to Am Hussein talk more than I am talk. Even the questions I hide my son. I prefer to make it, and he is talking as if he confessed something. And all the time he say like he's whipping, and what he when he is afraid someone he's had a heart problem, it's like he is confess something, that he make something wrong. So it's I don't feel that there is important that I show my voice. I use the narration if the film needs it.
The film is essentially structured around close-ups. The very first shot is this intense close-up of the chain and then the hands. Then when the interviews, he's talking about his mustache, and you're just like, and when he's talking about the loss of his wife, or when he's on the seashore there, that intense parallel shot, just very close. Why so close?
Maybe I prefer close-up. Maybe I'm not afraid for him. All the time I want to say that I am not afraid from Am Hussein at all. All the time I want to say that I are a human being. Maybe I'm different. I have a different idea about your character, but I'm not afraid of him. And his mustache didn't afraid at all. Why this person, he's dying, afraid from his mustache? He faced the death. He's afraid of the mustache. It's silly. He is not. You are. I feel that you are a human being. You are not a devil, and I wanted to see your features.
Yeah, I got the sense that you wanted to listen to him, just hear what he had to say.
I'm listening, but I want to show that his face. He's old, in old age, and also is not afraid me. I want all the time. I prefer to, and this mustache and his the way he is talking. I feel that I don't want to. I don't prefer someone make an interview looking to the camera.
Yeah.
So I prefer to take a profile. Maybe it's not a first movie I make that. I take like a profile shot. Because I want to shoot him without he is aware that there is a camera. Maybe I choose this, especially with him. I use the hand camera, so he is already walking. When we are walking and talking, he didn't care of the camera.
And yet you did full face on the wife.
Yes, because I like her. Maybe she's not ugly. Maybe she feels that she decided to marry this man because he is the man can taking care of her, not like in her age. So I feel that I can go close up to your face. You are not. Maybe in the first time you see the woman, feel that you will laugh. But after she's talking about how she married Mahsin, and after she say that I don't know that he is working as an execution man, but after the marriage I know that. So I feel that I want to, and when she say this word, I want to be close up to her face. I have no choice. When they say that I am working as that, I have no choice.
One last question, and then I'll open it up here. Back to the issue of capital punishment. How many people are executed these days? And is there a political movement of any kind to get rid of capital punishment in Egypt?
I don't know exactly the number, but I feel that in 90s, it's the great number in 90s, like 99, 98. There is a bunch of men and women executed at that time. I don't know now. Maybe there is statement for execution, but I don't.
Maybe there's what?
A statement that take.
Oh, there's a death sentence, but it doesn't mean that it's actually carried out.
I don't know the number, but he is working. Maybe he retired now. He is not working now, but he knows that the number of killing and the people executed. I don't know the numbers, but I know that it's unfair. And maybe I have a problem with the execution idea that when you are poor, you execute it. But when you are rich men or something, maybe you are not in the prison. Maybe you are not at all punished. So it's unfair. Why this sentence in Quran happened in poor people or people they didn't have any مش عارفة in English بقى واسطة في poor people or something they executed, but rich people didn't execute. I'm not saying that it's right, but it's unfair.
Yeah. Anybody? Yep. Sir.
I want to discuss religion. Europe is so advanced, there's no execution. And I'm American, and they punish the states by nowadays not providing the cocktail of free drugs that we execute the people sort of medically. They lie down and you put something that paralyzes the heart and then put them to sleep and then kill them. And I want to add some constructive criticism to you, maybe enlarge the film a bit. Read Foucault. He's a French philosopher, and he wrote about many things. One of them is criminology. And he would say, killing somebody never deterred other people from killing. So why are you doing it? And even if you put them in jail, like we say in America, and throw out the key, that is more bad for them because they will live practically a terrible life until they die. And also there's an American guy who wrote a great book about criminology, maybe Dr. Douglas will remember, I don't remember it, explained that, just like you said, a poor man will get the court hire an attorney to defend him. The attorney that defends the poor man comes the first time, hi, what is your name? He never read the file, never prepared anything because his pro bono is free. Well, the rich man gets the best lawyers to defend, and the proportion of the blacks in the country is like to say 20%, but the proportion of people in jail are 80%, which show that justice is not done. There's a minor criticism, if you don't mind. When you showed the last scene, they're watching football, I don't know what it was, and throwing things, that is in a way not that relevant. And also, I know you were just observing, and when you spoke about the lost car and he's sleeping with his wives and brought pillows, in a way to me is irrelevant. But I respect your job, you did a fantastic job, and I don't think anybody, even myself, should criticize what you created. But I'm just saying, in case you want to add to it. Wonderful, thank you.
Thank you. You have to criticize. I'm a human being, and you have to criticize me. But maybe the match, maybe it's something local here in Egypt. It's a match between Egypt and Algeria. And the people, there is something wrong happen in the society, and all the time when you are watching make the people watch interesting in match only, you didn't think about what's happening in your country. That is happening in Egypt. So when he say that there is whipping and that and the parallel cut with Egypt, and they say that as if the priority or the city or country here in match, but the country is and before the revolution, yani, it's like that. There is injustice, and the people, they are not, and there is something wrong in the police ministry.
This crowd is a series. Crowd, one crowd. It's a record. It's all nonsense.
Mahmoud,
I agree with them with the last scene, and I didn't get this idea exactly, but I'm also adding the interview, the profile view, because I asked myself who's standing on the beach or the sea, inside the sea, and I told myself why you didn't use the narration on him like he's looking to the sea, maybe in profile, and just saying and describing these emotions like while he's looking to the sea, instead of just seeing the profile for him looking for the sea.
So he's making a hard job, but he is a normal person like any father, or not like any father, but like any family. He has his personal life where he lives in poverty. So I prefer to contrast, and he say that in a normal way. I didn't ask him. He say this story when he's in the beach. So I feel that this make it in a normal way, not. But I prefer the visual, not the same contrast with the words.
just to add to that, because I'm telling all my students always show both cheeks, get in and see the person's face if you want to get to know them. But in your case there, I think your choice was terrific, because it was, the visual was distancing. It was placid. There's the ocean. It's quiet. It's calm. And the words, they're like, whoa, not calm, not placid. It's terrifying. So I totally agree with you that it's that contrast that works. Any other question?
How long did it take you to shoot the whole movie? And what are some of the difficulties that you faced, especially that you were shooting inside like the prison and you had to deal with policemen? I think it would be difficult for a girl, but I want to know what happened.
I shoot in 11 days, but I prepared very well. I prepared with Hassan. I go to his family, and with the streets, all the places that we see in the movie. I already go with him. But in metro, he take metro also. The underground, but take a lot of money. So I chose only the buses. But the difficulties after I finish the movie, that it will screen. But after because all the days, it's quite, maybe the execution room, there's a guy, you have to finish. You have 2 hours only, 1 hour, and we try to finish quickly. But all the days again, without any problem, and prepared to only the bus scene. Maybe a culture of ministry to say that forbidden to shoot in the bus. And I feel that no, I feel that I want to shoot, and they will take the camera. No, I told you that I want permission to shoot in the bus. I know, but we didn't have already. But I shoot, try to me and the DOP to hide ourselves in the bus. Because to shoot Hussein with the woman talking in the bus with a very far away from them to don't make a problem. But it's okay. It's working. After the editing, I have a problem to screen the movie. I have finished the movie and I went to screen, and they didn't accept those, the culture, Ministry of Culture didn't accept to screen the movie. But if there is a festival in Abu Dhabi, but in Egypt they didn't accept. After revolution they accept. They didn't have a choice. It's already...
So first of all, congratulations on your strike. That's something I think that we also wanted to do at some point. But we had the impression that there was no way we would get permission for us to shoot, especially in the chamber, right, in the execution chamber. Let me say also that the idea of the football, which was mentioned here twice, I think I understood that. That came across, I absolutely agree, and it's kind of this trying to just forget everything that's going on, and it's this very harsh transition. I love the cut at the end, the cut before the last shot, which is the direct cut back into the chamber, which is a wonderful, wonderful cut, where it's just like snap back to reality. He seems like a very proud person when he's talking about his executions. He's talking about, he's boasting about it. And it was very reminiscent, if you've seen the act of killing, it was very reminiscent of the first couple of shots where he's talking about how he's executed so many people. My only reservation would be that it didn't come across to me, at least, as much he comes off as a tortured soul, but I think there was just maybe some more focus on the ring, maybe something that would give me, there's a lot more underneath this impression that he gives us. Because he's always proud, even inside the chamber he's talking about, and they're all fighting to be in front of the camera and stuff. So yeah, that's one thing. Another thing was in the Ministry of Interior when you were shooting. It was very interesting that you didn't pick the shots actually that were just kind of him walking around or something. It was almost as if you weren't behind the camera and people didn't realize that you were shooting. It was always like, we're just finishing cleaning up. We are okay. So we're just finishing cleaning up. There's cigarette butts, or nobody come in here. We're gonna start shooting. So that was another thing I was wondering whether or not this was intentional, or was this what happened behind the scenes there. There's a bunch of other stuff, but maybe we'll leave the room for now. Then we'll talk again.
We try to be perfect in the footage, that we are perfect place. So I shoot this, and also I shoot the man say that محدش يخش خالص, say, because he didn't want us to shoot Am Hussein in this place, and anybody to go in this corridor. So I shoot him, and I shoot Am Hussein, and Am Hussein only know that I shoot him without this man say, no, I told him that I will take sound only, his voice only, and Am Hussein and me, we know that we're shooting him. We didn't accept Am Hussein to screen without his formal, so I shoot him, and Am Hussein only know that I shoot him. But the people, but this man say that it's not useful to shoot this man without his solidarity or his uniform. Because he is a normal man, maybe the idea that you say about he is proud of himself is something else for this character. I feel that he is afraid man, not a proud. He's a very afraid man, because he afraid that people didn't take care of him, because he already he will be after that a normal old man, without honoring people that he is hanging man or something. So all the time, like in Egypt, when you say ما تعرفش أنا مين, it's like I am the man who is killing 1,000 people. Don't forget, I have something strong, because he is very, very weak person and afraid person. When I feel that when he is talking like man, he shout that محدش يخش خالص, he's afraid from this person and afraid from assistant military, that he told him you have to whip in a tough way. He's afraid person. He show himself that he is strong. He is not strong at all. He's afraid. And I prefer, maybe it's the end that with the rope, but I prefer to be away, to be out of the room, to be with his family. I prefer him to choose that. Maybe at that end, but I ask myself, yeah, this end is very spicy end, but what is my point of view in the movie? The end that this rope, or the end for this person? This person is the figure, the important figure in the movie. I have to choose what is the end of this person. I choose to end with his family in the boat.
I have 3 questions. First one, you said you spent 11 days filming. So 11 days in the prison, or 11 days as a whole with his family and everything?
11 days as a whole.
As a whole, so you filmed everything in 11 days.
I prepare very well because we haven't money, so I have to be more practical to get what I want.
So did you meet him before filming?
Yes.
Okay.
I met him 2 months. I am talking with him and go with him the same place you see in the movie with his family and with the bus and take with him underground and the cafe. I go with him what he is doing in his life. I try to be not to be fake, but ممكن to again make what is happening every day, like going cafe or with the bus with his family. Maybe only fade or the scene, the beach scene. He's going to his daughter, but his daughter, the elder one, didn't want to see him. So we go to fade the place, and and the first time he is playing with his children football with my family. He's playing, so I shoot him. It's the first time playing with his family and taking care of, be with his children. So it's only the place. He didn't make it. He didn't make it every day. He tried to meet his daughter, but he didn't meet her. So we shoot her in the scene, and his children very happy that he is with him first time, playing with him.
And you weren't, like, people didn't annoy you where you're filming in the street and you're filming in the prison, like, you didn't get this?
Because firstly, maybe the places I have a permission, but the streets, you can't choose to be a hidden person. You have to be like that. In the past, me and the DOP would choose to be here and not here, and to be with Am Hussein, but as if people walking with each other, like in bus only. Also, try to be a very small crew, and to be in the street without show ourselves. When someone say why which is camera, we are talking with them, and in the editing we can edit this part, but it's not happening. We are shooting him far away. He's walking, and we make zoom and taking him like as if we go to the bus, and also Am Hussein help us. They are shooting when they ask who are them. They are shooting me because I killed 1,000 people all the time. Helping us to. They are talking. So they are talking. They start talking with him. So it's nice. We are shooting. We are talking with him like a lady. He met her in the bus.
Okay, and my last question is, are you still in contact with him? Do you talk to him?
Yes, because my father passed away after that, and he talking with me. And the first screen in Egypt, I invite him with his family, children, and his wife, and he crying, and I feel he's happy and crying. So I feel that he is more practical, and I feel I'm afraid that when I shoot when I make a film about him, that he hate himself. It's a very, very bad impression. If the guy I shoot him, when he see himself, he hate himself, I feel that I failed in my movie. But he like himself, his family, and introduced Am Hussein with his family, and he's thanked me and his children, especially the child, very, very innocent person. And he didn't care, see himself, didn't care that he is in the film or not. But his wife also, we are talking to each other, and he wants to work because he is now not working. So if there is a program or someone asking him, I feel that it's good if someone interview him through this film or something. So I'm talking with him, and he see himself in the screen, in the big screen, and I'm very happy that he love himself and not hate himself.
Thank you.
Just a quick one. Oh.
Sorry.
Okay.
I was wondering, I like the way you were against death row sentence, and you were able to introduce him without showing how you feel to it. You were able to show a neutral side of it, and let us decide what do we think about it. My question is, how many team members did you need to move around with you and still keep it on the low so that no one can tell you, and so that no one can see you shooting or so? How many members were moving around with you all the time or from time to time?
I think 4 persons. Maybe there is places like execution room, the sound engineering have جات له صدمة لما in the execution room they didn't accept to be in this room. So I have me and the DOP and the assistant of sound engineering. All the time sound engineering, DOP and me and one of the production. If the streets or something, you have, because he is the one make you shoot without problems. That have a permission, so it's very important. But when in his home, me and DOP and the sound engineer. Thank you.
You said that you're against execution sentence. Did that make you biased toward any side while you were shooting this movie? And are you a part of anti-execution campaign, or is your movie used by this campaign or trying to help them?
Maybe the movie used in this campaign. I'm the person. I make films. If any one of them ask me to use this film for this campaign to talk about the execution, I leave them a copy of the film. Another question.
Did your opinion about execution made you bias against not the guy himself, but his job or the people in charge?
I love this guy.
Yeah, I understand, but his job and the people.
His job, I'm trying this movie to convince me that I'm wrong. Firstly, I start to, maybe he has a point of view, that's why he is making that. But when he give me the reasons why he is working as an execution man, I feel that he didn't convince me, but maybe he make me sure that I'm not wrong. But maybe something else happened, that I concentrate in this person. How is psychologically this man living as a killer in a legal way? I think it's more important. More important, that the idea of with or not with execution. Maybe when everyone see the film can feel that the idea of maybe like she said, I didn't say in the narration or something, but I put scenes. You can see from the scenes what's happening in the execution room. So I feel that what's happening, it's unfair, it's inhuman.
As a comment about the last questioner, to me, a neutral observer, your film is 100% neutral and did not give me the impression you are pro or against, and that's why I said I was happy that you said you're against. But I have two things to mention quickly. You know, Saddam Hussein, when they executed him, and he said, don't put the hood, because he want to show that he's courageous and proud. The second man, his head was severed totally, and the people in the audience using their mobiles and taking pictures, that was a terrible thing. You might allude to it. And the most important thing I want to know from you is this film will be shown commercially? Have you gotten a permission? And the second item, what awards you won, like first or second award in whatever screenings and festivals you have done? And that's it. Thank you very much.
I already screened the movie in festivals because it's from 2010. I screened it already for many festivals. Maybe in a commercial, people ask me there is a DVD or not for the movie. Maybe I'm not good in making like that, but it's in YouTube. The movie in the YouTube, but nobody asked me to show it on the TV.
But are you showing it commercially in Egypt?
Yes, not commercially, and there is no place commercial. See the documentaries film in the cinema.
I see.
Yeah, you didn't care about the documentaries film in the cinemas. Maybe Jewish in Egypt. It's the only movie documentary movie showed in cinema. Like nothing else. There is no documentaries movie in the cinemas.
You mean the movie about the Jews of Egypt?
The only one. The only Jews of Egypt, the only movie screened in the cinema.
I see.
The first movie this year.
Okay, I think we're, just one final question, just because there are a lot of aspiring filmmakers in the room. So can you make it, if there's no commercial outlet for documentaries, how do you make a living being a documentary filmmaker? Any clues here for us?
Documentaries, it's like you are fighting for something. The people the people interesting now. Maybe after revolution, the people interesting listening. Maybe not now, this year. 2011, people interesting to listen to normal people more than stars or something. But still, there is a problem for the filmmakers to make their films and to screen it because there is no place. All the countries respect documentaries film. You see that when you screen a documentary in the cinema, there is a ticket for the documentary, and they enjoy it like feature film. Believe that if we commercially screen this movie, maybe I have money, but maybe I'm not. Maybe the production house, maybe with the prize, it's the only money from here. The prize from any festival. It's not money, and it's like I think the people who make documentaries, that they love movies, not for TV only. For they make film, documentaries film. Of course, they love working as a documentary.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.